Hi guys, I'm here with another video for you. Today I want to show you how to use the present continuous and the present simple with future meaning. We can use the present continuous with future meaning for plans when these plans are very well detailed. In fact, here you can see everything has been planned in detail. We say that we use the present continuous for future arrangements and plans. We already know that we can translate plans with the present continuous or with the to be going to form. But when we use the present continuous, we know more details about the plan. We have more information. My granddad is visiting us at Christmas. We know exactly when. And in this other case, my granddad is going to visit us soon. We don't know when. So in this case, we use to be going to, and here with more details. It's better to use a present continuous, but you know they're almost interchangeable most of the times. We use present continuous with future meaning to talk about fixed arrangements in the near future. Here we have a boy who asks his friend, "What are you doing after school?" This is the present continuous, not what are you going to do. What are you doing after the school? And he already knows what he's doing after school. So he says, "I am buying tickets for Saturday's match." So he knows exactly when after school. It's something that he has decided before, and he knows exactly when. Here we are going to the theatre tomorrow. We bought the tickets last week, so we know exactly what, we know exactly where, and when, and what time. So we have all the details we need. That's why here it's better to use a present continuous. And what are you doing tomorrow evening? I'm going to the theatre. It's something that I have already decided. Or I'm working next Saturday. So I know exactly when, I know where to go, and I know what time I have to go working. So, are you meeting your friends tomorrow? Yes, we're going out for a drink. It's something that we have decided, and probably we already have an appointment. Here we have a husband and a wife and their child. So the husband says, "What are you doing after you've left him by your mother?" This him is obviously referred to the boy here. And she says, "I am meeting my sister because yesterday we fixed an appointment to the hairdresser." Vanno dal parrucchiere, quindi they know exactly when, what time they have an appointment. So we use present continuous for fixed arrangement in the near future. We can also say, "She's going to Spain next week." We know exactly when, next week. Are they coming to the party tonight? Here you can see how to build a sentence with the interrogative form. You just have to put the verb to be the auxiliary at the beginning of the sentence. So, are they coming? And here, as you can notice, we have time expressions here. Next week, tonight. So that's why we're using the present continuous tense. So also use the present simple for the future. And you use the present simple with the future meaning in 2 cases, or also 3. When we have schedules and timetables, what does it mean? A schedule or a timetable is something that has been already decided, and you know exactly when, because every time it's the same. For buses, for trains, or for public transport means in general, you have a timetable. And or for example, for school, bank, stores, the concert begins or the bank opens, and the lessons starts and finishes. For those events that are repeatedly at the same time, we use the simple present. Another case in which we have to use a simple present is with time connectors, such as, for example, as soon as, or when, or if, before, or with conditional sentences, conditional clauses. We can also call them if clauses. So, present simple, we have some example. Hurry, the movie starts in 10 minutes. This is for the third singular person, and the sale ends tomorrow, always the third singular person. And noi potremmo averlo in italiano con un finirà, ends tomorrow, or comincerà, but these are scheduled time, scheduled event. That's why in English we use a simple present. So we leave at 6 a.m. if we leave by train, but we are leaving at 6 a.m. by car. Why this difference? Because if I leave by train as a public transport mean, it is a scheduled time. It's not something that depends on me. But if we are living by car, it is just something we have decided and planned in details. That's why we prefer here a present continuous tense, because it's something that we have arranged in details and we have decided ourselves. Remember not to use will, so use the present tense, and don't use will after if. If she comes to Paris, I will show her my new house. Or when she comes to Paris, I will show her my new house. Or as soon as, non appena, as soon as she comes to Paris, I will show her my new house. Or before, I think she will be here soon, but before she leaves, she will call you. So after, before, you have the present simple here. After you called me, will you call me after arriving or after you've arrived? This is a request. Will you call me after arriving or after you've arrived? Until. I won't start until you arrive. Non inizierò fino a quando non arriverai. But here we use the present. We can't use the will sentence with these. If, when, as soon as, before, after, until, unless. Unless means, I mean, okay, unless he studies, he won't pass the exam. So, the present simple with future meaning. I arrive in the positive sentence, or it arrives for the third singular person. I don't arrive or he doesn't arrive for the negative sentence. And for the interrogative sentence, we have to use do, of course, because it's present simple. Do you arrive? Does it arrive? So, does the train arrive? For timetable scheduled, we say, what time does the concert start? Remember to use the auxiliary do or does in this case, even if you use the WH, you start with a WH question with what, why, when. So, what time does the concert start? It starts at 7 p.m. The plane reaches London at 9:45. Here you have the if clauses, the conditional clause. So after if, you cannot use will. So you must use a present tense. So if you sit by the fire, present tense, you will feel warmer. Okay, now let's recap. We've seen that we have four ways to translate the future in English. We can use will, we can use to be going to, present simple or present continuous. Remember the 6 cases with will. For spot decision, for provision based on personal opinion or prediction, as you want. For inevitable events or for events not depending on the speakers. For promises or refusals. For offers and requests. And for threats. These are the 6 cases in which you have to use will. To be going to, only 3 for intentions, for general plans, something previously decided, and for provisions based on evidence. So we have provisions based on personal opinion, will. Provisions based on evidence or on observation of fact, to be going to. Remember that. Then we have the present continuous. We also use present continuous for plans. For plans we can use general plans, to be going to, or for fixed arrangement for the near future, very detailed plan. And we use present continuous. Always plans, but detailed plans and general plans. Present simple for schedules, timetable, time clauses, and first conditional clauses. That's it. This is the end of the lesson, and remember that it's easier than it might seem. Bye bye.